Here are 4 things to never do with women. Number 1 is going to be never try and convince a woman to do anything. Never try and convince a woman to be with you. Never try and convince a woman to go on a date with you. Never try and convince a woman to talk to you. Never try and convince a woman to act right. Never try to convince a woman to do anything. Fellas, I told y'all this before. When a woman like you, you don't have to convince her to do anything. You don't have to convince her to be intimate with you. You don't have to convince her to pick up her phone. When she like you, she want to talk to you. She want to be intimate with you. If you have to try and convince a woman to do something, that means she doesn't naturally want to do it, and you should just respect that and just let her go. Number 2, never allow a woman to cross boundaries just because you like her. A lot of guys start to like women too much and they allow her to cross boundaries, and as a result of that, she starts to lose respect for you. Women will have way more respect for you when you set boundaries and you stick to those boundaries. But if you allow her to push those boundaries, she will continue to try and see what else she can get away with. And the crazy part is, you think by giving her her way and allowing her to push those boundaries, you think that that's going to make her like you more. And in reality, she likes you much less because she starts to lose respect for you, like I said. A woman will walk all over you if you allow her to. Number 3, and fellas, listen to me carefully. Never sell a woman a dream. Look, bro, I don't lie to women. I'm authentically me. From my experience dealing with women, you get way better results when you just let them know what it is. If you just want fun with a woman, don't be out here telling her that it's something that it's not. Don't tell her you want to be with her or anything like that if you know that that's not what you want. Women have way more respect for men that are just upfront and honest about what their intentions are. Now, that's not to say that just because you're honest, you'll be able to get exactly what you want, but you'll be surprised how many women are thinking the same thing that you are. But when you lie, you open yourself up to drama and headache that you really just don't need as a man. I'm just not the type of guy that's gonna run around trying to hide stuff. I'm gonna be authentically me 100% of the time. And if she doesn't like it, I will give her the option to leave. And number 4, last but definitely not least, never put a woman before your purpose. I talked to y'all about this before. Purpose over pleasure every single time. You think that you're gonna get more women because you're putting women over your purpose, but you're not gonna get women like you think you are. You'll never be able to truly win at life, and you'll never be able to truly be successful if you out here putting pleasure before your purpose. And those are 4 things to never do with a woman. Make sure that y'all follow.
So, guys, these 4 things I definitely agree with, right? These 4 things I definitely agree with. And we're going to go through each of them and break them down and talk about them from the perspective of having a masculine identity. So, number 1, he's totally right. Never try to convince a woman to do anything, right? And furthermore, never try to manipulate, never try to coax, never try to force, control, or make a woman do anything. OK, what you're looking for is a woman that wants to do what you want to do. What you're looking for is compliance. What you're looking for is cooperation. What you're looking for is compatibility. Right. You're looking for a woman that has the same expectations, that has the same thoughts, that you can see yourself in her before you see yourself in her. You get what I'm saying? Like you see parts of yourself in her, meaning that there is something about her that is relatable to you. Right. There is some type of similarity or congruency that she has as a part of her that speaks to your masculine identity. So therefore, you don't have to convince her. You don't have to control her, force her, or manipulate her. She is already there to do what you want to do because she's attracted to you. She wants to be with you. She wants to spend time with you. And the same way that you feel about her is the same way that she feels about you. The second thing he talks about is making sure you have boundaries. Now, I'm going to use a different word that means just about the same thing. I'm going to use the word standards, OK, because you have to have certain standards for your lifestyle, for the way that you show up in any type of situation, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you make decisions. You understand? The man that you are, the expression of your masculine identity. You have to have standards. OK, so there are certain things that you are not willing to sacrifice. So if it's important to you for a woman to be able to read at a certain grade level, then you got to make sure you're dealing with a woman that knows how to read at a certain grade level. You understand? If you want to deal with a woman that has a certain value, that shows a certain level of respect, that shows a certain type of behavior, a certain type of class or sophistication, then you got to make sure that that woman exemplifies that. You understand? Now, we don't want to get too picky, but there are certain things that we cannot compromise as men. There are certain things that don't go well with the lifestyle that we have designed for ourselves. So therefore, certain women will not be able to meet the requirements, and we're going to have to leave them alone. So when we understand these boundaries, when we understand these standards, right? We have to make sure we uphold them. And the women that we allow to be a part of our lives, the women that we connect with, has to be able to exemplify those standards. And her exemplifying those standards means that she will stay within the boundaries. Okay. She won't overstep. And if she does, either she can get checked or she can get dismissed. But the bottom line is that it's all up to you, the man, based on your standards, based on the boundaries set by you, based on the way that you design your life. Now, number 3, he talks about never sell a woman a dream, meaning never lie to a woman. Look, the bottom line is this. You should never lie to a woman, not because you're worried about being deceitful to a woman, but because you should be focused on living the life that is actually meant for you and your masculine identity. That's the reason why we don't lie. We tell the truth for ourselves, not because we're worried about what it might do to a woman. OK, the thing is that authenticity starts from us, right? We're here to lead the woman. We're here to guide the women. Women are seeking our leadership. And when someone seeks leadership, they're also putting their trust in us. OK, now, again, our authenticity is not about satisfying their trust. Our authenticity is about satisfying the standards and the boundaries, remember, that we set with our masculine identity, right? We express ourselves a certain way with a certain authenticity. And with that being said, we would never sell a woman a dream because we are the real thing. You don't have to sell anyone a dream because you are the real thing. OK, and when you are the real thing, you don't have to fake. You don't have to lie. You don't have to sell a dream. You don't have to do anything but be exactly who you are. And the beautiful part about being exactly who you are is that you get to filter out the bullshit people. Because here's the thing about lying and lying to others. The truth is that you start by lying to yourself. And once people realize that you are a liar, what they're going to do is they're going to match your energy, especially women, because what women do is they reflect and enhance. So if you lie to a woman and she catches on that you're lying, or there is something deceitful or inauthentic about the way you represent your masculine identity, she may not necessarily know that you're lying, but she will know by her woman's intuition or whatever sense that there is something off about your presentation. And when she realizes that there's something off about your presentation, she's going to use that as an excuse to also be deceitful to you. And so again, she's going to reflect and enhance your leadership. So if you're leading with deceit, she will reflect that. Her behavior will reflect that. So when she starts wilding out, when she starts doing a bunch of shit that you don't like, or when she starts lying to you or being deceitful or playing games and bringing drama to your life, you will understand, because again, all the woman is doing is mirroring and reflecting and then enhancing whatever it is you give her. So if you give her lies, you're going to get a lot of lies back. Now, with that being said, once you're authentic with a person and you see that they are not meeting your standards, you see that they are not behaving in a congruent or compatible fashion, it is up to you to dismiss. It is up to you to remove yourself from the situation. And this is exactly why you have to be yourself. You have to be authentic. Can't sell a woman a dream because, like I said, you are the real thing. Number 4 is super important, right? He talks about never put a woman above your purpose. That is facts. OK, your purpose, your identity, your lifestyle, the things that make you authentically who you are, the gifts you've been given from God, your craft, your passions, your desires, your goals, your dreams, your purpose, your reason for living, the expression of your masculine identity is the most important thing that you should be focused on. And here's the thing, too. This is why you have to pay attention and you have to love yourself and you have to have a certain level of game. Once you're dealing with a woman and you realize that she is taking you off your purpose, meaning that she is distracting you, she is affecting you in a way that you're losing focus on yourself. You're losing focus on your purpose. You're losing focus on your goals. You're losing focus on your craft. You need to get rid of her, because what you're looking for, if anything, is a woman that is going to help to enhance your journey, to enhance the path to your goals and dreams. So that means you present your authentic self, you express You give her instruction, you give her leadership, and then she finds a way to enhance the path to those goals, to those dreams, to that purpose. When the woman is authentic, when the woman is actually supposed to be in your life, she is going to see how she can fit into the development of those dreams, right? She's going to see how she can be an asset to the development of that purpose, no matter what it is. But you have to recognize and stay focused on your purpose and never put a woman above that purpose. Never put a woman above who you are. It's very important because so many dudes, they look at a woman and because she's pretty, because she's attractive, because she looks a certain way, or the woman makes them feel a certain way, the object of their desire, which is the woman, becomes more important than themselves. And that is a huge mistake that a lot of guys make when they're dealing with women. So never put a woman above your masculine identity. Never put a woman above your purpose. Never put a woman above your path to the highest version of who you are. All right. So it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Hope you got something from this video. Hope you're having a great day. Be good to yourself. Be grateful. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.